How to knit the herringbone edging stitch, English style. For this tutorial, you will need a pair of knitting needles. Special thanks to our sponsor Skissel for providing today's needles. Today, we are using their Addy Lace Interchangeable Clicks in the size 8. And a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Knit Out of the Box for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their 100% merino lambswool line in the color purple. For this stitch you'll need to know the following techniques: knit, purl, right twist, left twist. To begin this stitch you'll need to cast on in multiples of 2. Row 1. Beginning on the right side of our work, we are going to knit all stitches. Row 2. We're going to knit all stitches. Row 3. We're going to knit all stitches. Row 4. We're going to purl all stitches. Row 5, we're going to begin by knitting 1. Then we are going to do a right twist stitch. So we are going to knit into the second stitch on our needle. And we're going to leave that onto our needle. And then we are going to go into the first stitch on our main needle and knit that as well. Then we will pull both stitches off. So I'm going to do that again real fast because we're going to repeat this stitch all the way across on this row. So we'll continue repeating this sequence until we reach the last stitch in our row, and then we're going to knit 1. Row 6, we're going to purl all stitches. Row 7, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to start our repeat by doing a right twist stitch. And we will continue knitting a right twist until we reach the last 2 stitches in our row. And when we reach the last 2 stitches in our row, we're going to knit 2. Row 8, we're going to purl all stitches. Row 9, we're going to begin by knitting 1. Then we're going to start our repeat by doing a left twist stitch. So we're going to go into the second stitch in our main needle through the back loop, and we're going to knit that. We'll leave that stitch on our main needle, and then we're going to come around the front on the first stitch and knit that as well, and then we'll slip both stitches off together. So let's do that again. We're going to go through the back of the second stitch. If I can get there, okay. Knit that stitch and leave it on the needle, come back around to the front and knit that stitch and take them both off together. So we're going to repeat this left twist stitch all the way to the last stitch in our row, and then we're going to knit the last stitch. Row 10, we're going to purl all stitches. Row 11, we'll begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to start our repeat by doing a left twist stitch. So again, we'll go into the back of the second stitch on our main needle, bring our needle back around to the front, and knit the second stitch and slip them both off of our needle. Let's do that again. We'll go into the back of the second stitch. We'll knit that stitch as normal, leave that stitch on the needle, come back around the front and knit that stitch, and then slip both stitches off. So we'll continue doing the left twist stitch until we reach the last 2 stitches in our row. And when we reach the last 2 stitches in our row, we're going to knit 2. Row 12, we're going to knit all stitches. Row 13, we're going to knit all stitches. Row 14, we're going to knit all stitches. Once we've completed this row, we'll have our edging done, and you can continue knitting in stockinette for as long as your pattern requires. And that's how you knit the herringbone edging stitch. After a few repeats, your pattern should look like this. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com.